Hey, good afternoon, fellow JSU classmates. My name is John Cardenas. This is my week video assignment for MFG 595. My topic is the Plant Monitor Control System. This is my agenda for my assignment. I will start with a quick introduction, followed by each phase of the control plant monitoring system, followed by best practices, takeaways, and conclusion. So what is the plant monitor control cycle? The plant monitor control cycle is a key process in project management that ensures projects are completed efficiently and effectively and within the project's boundaries such as scope, time, and resources. It is composed of three key activities: plan, monitor, and control phases. Let's start with the planning phase. The cycle starts with the planning phase. This is where the project objectives, scope, timelines, resources are defined. Project leads must put into action a detailed specific action plan, SAP, which should include schedules, budgets, as well as risk management strategies. This phase is the base for the entire project, and it will provide a roadmap for project execution. Planning phase according to Willie Chapter 7. The project plan identifies what is being done, when, and the plan level of resources uses for each task and subtask in the project. Plan monitor control cycle example. Let's say that I decide to take my family on a Disney trip for Christmas week to 2024. What will my plan phase look like? First, I will set my objective, which is to create life-lasting family memories during the 2024 Disney Christmas celebration to the Orlando Resort. Second, I will create a budget. I will outline the total cost for all park, accommodations, airfare, meals, entertainment, transportation, souvenirs, etc. Third, I will set a timeline, an itinerary, to plan all my activities such as flights, park visits, rest times, dining, reservation, and other must-do activities during my vacation. Lastly, I will set resource allocations. I will book hotel rooms, park tickets, airfare, car rental, make dining reservations in advance, delegate tasks to capable adults in the family, such as parking, reservations, house pet sitting, etc. Unplanned events are unexpected occurrences that have the ability to impact or even cripple any project. These occurrences can negatively impact time, cost, resources, and even the project scope. Quick thinking, strategy, risk mitigation, and adjustments are necessary to stay on track. For example, on my Disney trip, many unplanned circumstances like a sick child, a flat tire, or even bad weather can occur. Good planning will improve a bad situation by incorporating strategy and risk mitigation. An example of this would be having a reliable spare tire, tools, and an air pump, or monitoring before the trip for bad weather patterns. Chapter 7 strongly emphasizes the importance of project monitoring as an essential task for project leads. Tracking the project progress, plan to actual, is essential to project success. Key components of the monitoring phase include plan versus actual analysis, performance indicator assessments, deviation identification, which includes timeline, budget, or scope. A practical and continuous monitoring mindset enables project leads to quickly identify issues and determine when corrective action is needed to keep project on track. Other important points to monitoring phase are limitations. Tracking metrics alone might not prevent project failure because metrics only focus on indicators like time and resources. They miss unseen risks such as stakeholder alignment, changing requirements, and emerging risks. Another point is flexible environment. Project leads and teams must be open to adaptability and responsiveness to unplanned challenges. A good example of this was during COVID time. Project leads must have a proactive approach. Project success depends on a proactive mindset, not only from the project leads, but all stakeholders and teams. Let's continue with my Disney family example. What would the monitor Facebook look like? The first thing, I will track my budget. With all the core expenses already paid, I will keep an eye for daily expenses to ensure I stay within budget. I will use apps like PokerGuard on Mind, and I will communicate with my family members to be sure that we stay within our budget allowance for each day. Another thing that I will keep track on is schedules. I will monitor daily travel, traffic report, waiting times at the Disney park. I will use the Disney app to monitor better and make reservations in advance for restaurants and or entertainment to maximize time and stay on schedule. I will also be sure that I communicate. I will be sure that all my family members buy into the original trip plan. I will share with them the trip status, potential risk delays, and schedule changes. Now that we have covered the planning phase and monitoring phase, let's move to the controlling phase. This is the data analysis and reflection stage used to identify variances from the original plan. Strategy and decision making are necessary to understand the root cause of variances and the countermeasure strategies to stay on track. Activities on controlling data might involve adjusting schedules, reallocating resources, or modifying the project scope. Here are some key tracking tools for control phase. The first one is VA, value analysis. It is aimed to minimizing the cost and optimizing the performance of project deliverables. The next one is earned value management, or EVM. It applies values as metric for gauging cost and schedule performance during project implementation. Another one is CBA. This is cost benefit analysis, and is used to measure organizational value. So why these tools are important? Well, according to Chapter 7, one way of linkage planning and control is to monitor project progress at each milestone or phase of the project. According to Willie Chapter 7, there are three fundamental items to monitor and control. The first one is time. This is related to schedule achievement. The second one is cost, which is budget target achievement. And the third one is scope, which is specifications, achievement, and end user satisfaction. Let's continue with my Disney family example. What would the control phase will look like? The first thing, I will adjust plans as needed. As an example, if an attraction is unexpectedly crowded, I will use the Disney app to check waiting times and rearrange priorities to stay on schedule. I will also manage budget deviation. If an unexpected cost arises, I will adjust our plans for the following days to stay within budget. As an example, I will swap eating out for a pizza. I will also handle unforeseen changes. If it is bad weather, I will control the situation by shifting to an indoor attraction or resting that day until it clears out. Now that we have a basic understanding of planning, monitoring, controlling, what is next? Well, the cycle repeats as necessary throughout the project life cycle, allowing for continuous improvement and adaptation to changing circumstances. By following the plan, monitoring, control cycle, project leads can effectively manage risk, optimize resources, use and achieve project goals. Let's reflect in some project planning, monitoring, control cycle best practices. For planning, involve all your stakeholders early as project requirements allows it. Reflect on previous projects or lessons learned. Incorporate flexibility into your project to allow changes. Also set realistic targets based on reliable data. For monitoring, dissect your data to better understand and identify variances. Use both quantitative and qualitative data for tracking. Continuous communication to all stakeholders is key. Also, be aware of industry environment. For control, be proactive in addressing issues and risks. Implement a strong change management process. To finalize my Disney trip example, By using the Plan Monitor control cycle for my Disney trip, it can help me achieve the desired experiences, stay in budget, avoid stress, and manage surprises while ensuring my family has a wonderful time. Conclusion. The Plan Monitor control cycle is a fundamental process in project management that ensures projects are completed efficiently and effectively. It begins with planning, continues with monitoring progress, and concludes with controlling any deviation from the plan. This cycle is significant because it helps project leads maintain control over projects, objectives, timelines, and resources, ensuring successful project delivery. Thank you.